Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Toronto Thunderbirds and the Houston Oilers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry now for Nick Chubb. Space to maneuver at the 40, the 40, the 30, 10, touchdown! Nick Chubb, his third touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Brendan McManus lining up for the extra point.
Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start with the option. A quick throw here out to Brown. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. As a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Now Love will try with his legs. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Derrick Henry.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. I mean, less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, a deep ball, but how about them just taking it big time, John. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too makes contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try to cut down the length of the drive.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Henry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Fourth and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
This is taken to the 23. 10-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
He's got it with the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score, Oilers 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They go play action. Mayfield, flush to his right. And he's got the open man. It's Marshall on the comebacker. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And some room to run now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score, Oilers 28, Thunderbirds 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Down and down at their own 29-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run. Chubb. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized that.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
With the score, Oilers 28.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action this time with Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
At the 41.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Love from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
50-yard line.
First down carry for Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
3rd and 5.
From the gun, Love. This one's tipped and intercepted. And these guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
There definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Toronto.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mayfield on play action. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On third down, Love. It's complete. Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. On first and 10, Love. This right caught around the 6. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin with Henry, and he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Off the play fake, Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 65 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Oilers 42. From their thirds,
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made at the
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw now. Here's Love. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
at the 39.
So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
He may try to run, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This, a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick here is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Maybe a frustration penalty there, because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Following the penalty, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
A run for Nick Chubb, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Mayfield now. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off around the 37.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Fighting through pressure, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's so caught right around the 6, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short, and that leads to a 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
First down, Toronto.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mayfield finding Beckham. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Mayfield with it once more. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mayfield off the play fake. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. This is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands.
It's a turnover on down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. And on paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And they'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Oilers 48.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.